The signal was a whisper barely registering against the constant background radiation of the Perseus arm. Sergeant Major Thorne, a man whose face seemed permanently etched with the fatigue of 1,000 jumps, leaned closer to the comm panel. "Run it again, Lieutenant. I want to be sure I'm not hallucinating." Lieutenant Enya Sharma, fresh out of the academy and still clinging to the vestiges of optimism, replayed the fragmented transmission. It was a distress call originating from the research vessel Chronos, a deep space exploration ship specializing in temporal anomaly studies. Thorne knew the Chronos well. They'd been partners on a few joint ops. Their specialty was looking for glitches in spacetime, ripples left over from the ancient wars. Risky work. "It's clean," Sergeant Major Enya confirmed, her voice tight. "They're reporting irregularities, temporal distortion, and something else. They're being attacked. The TCDF Vigilance a frigate patrolling the edge of colonized space, shuddered slightly as it adjusted course. Thorne felt the familiar tremor in his bones, the vibration of a ship responding to a call for help. The Vigilance was a veteran, a workhorse, but even its engines sighed under the strain of constant deployment. "Patch them through," Thorne ordered. He knew instinctively that whatever was happening to the Chronos wasn't going to be good. The image that flickered onto the main screen was a nightmare. The Chronos, usually a sleek silhouette against the inky blackness, was a chaotic mess of twisted metal and sparking wires. The bridge was a ruin, and the few crew members visible were on. They moved with a jerky, unnatural grace, their eyes vacant and reflecting an unsettling crimson light. A voice, distorted and laced with static, crackled through the comms. "Vigilance, we need help there." Everywhere the transmission abruptly cut out. "What the hell are those?" Enya whispered, her face pale. "I don't know," Thorne admitted, "but I don't like it." "Shields up, weapons hot. Prepare for immediate boarding action." The Vigilance warped to the Chronos S location, emerging from the jump into a scene of utter devastation. The research vessel was orbiting a rogue planet, shrouded in a shimmering purple haze. "Sensors are picking up temporal fluctuations all over the ship," reported the sensor officer, a young man named Reyes. "Its lifetime itself is fractured." Thorne led the boarding party, a squad of seasoned veterans, through a breach in the Chronos S hull. The interior was a labyrinth of twisted corridors and distorted gravity fields. The air hung thick with the stench of ozone and something else, something acrid and vaguely metallic. "Stay sharp," Thorne warned. "Anything could be around any corner." They didn't have to wait long. Figures emerged from the shadows, the Chronos S crew, but not as they should have been. Their movements were unnatural, their eyes glowing with that same disturbing crimson light. They attacked with a ferocity that belied their former personalities. "They're not human anymore," Enya observed, deflecting a clumsy but powerful swing from one of the infected crew members. "Something's controlling them." The fighting was brutal and disorienting. The temporal distortions made it difficult to anticipate attacks, and the infected crew members seemed to anticipate their every move. "Reyes, can you isolate the source of the temporal distortion?" Thorne shouted, dodging a projectile weapon fired by one of the infected. "Trying, Sergeant Major. It's fluctuating wildly. I'm picking up higher signature. Something massive. It's centered in the research lab." Thorne led his squad towards the research lab, battling their way through the infected. They found the lab in a state of catastrophic disarray. Equipment lay shattered, and consoles flickered with nonsensical data. At the center of the chaos, suspended in a shimmering cage of energy, was a creature unlike anything Thorne had ever seen. It was vaguely humanoid in shape, but its skin was a patchwork of shifting colors, and its eyes were pure black voids. Temporal distortions rippled around it, bending light and warping reality. "What is that thing?" Enya breathed, her voice filled with awe and dread. "I don't know," Thorne replied grimly, "but I suspect it's the source of all this." The creature seemed to sense their presence, and it let out a sound that was not a voice, but a resonating hum that vibrated deep within their bones. The temporal distortions around it intensified, and the infected crew members moved with even greater speed and precision. "It's amplifying their abilities," Reyes reported from his position near the lab entrance. "We need to shut it down." Thorne knew that destroying the creature directly was likely impossible. Its defenses were too strong, its connection to the temporal distortions too profound. He needed a different approach. "Enya, Reyes, with me," he ordered. "We're going to try and overload its containment field." Working with meticulous precision, they rerouted power conduits and bypassed safety protocols, pushing the containment field to its absolute limit. The creature reacted with a burst of energy that knocked them off their feet, but they persisted, fueled by desperation and adrenaline. Finally, with a surge of power, the containment field collapsed. The creature screamed, a sound that shattered the very fabric of reality, and vanished in a flash of blinding light. The infected crew members immediately froze, their unnatural movements ceasing. They slumped to the floor, unconscious and apparently restored to their original selves. Did we do it?" Enya asked, her voice trembling. "I think we did," Thorne replied, wiping sweat from his brow. "But this isn't over. We need to get these people back to base, and we need to figure out what that thing was, and where it came from." As the Vigilance warped away from the rogue planet, Thorne couldn't shake the feeling that they had only scratched the surface of a much larger, and far more dangerous, mystery. The creature had mentioned a place of origin, a nexus point within space-time. Rays run a cross-reference of the creature's temporal signature against known anomalies and extra-dimensional incursions. Thorne said, a grim determination settling upon his face. Rays looked worried. "Sir, the signature's unlike anything in our database. It originates from a location labeled Void Station 7. It's designated as uncharted territory." Thorne paused, the chill running down his spine. Void Station 7, a myth, a legend whispered among the deep space explorers. A station supposedly built by an ancient, pre-human civilization, said to be a gateway to dimensions beyond human comprehension. A place where time itself loses all meaning. "Prepare a full report, Race," Thorne ordered, already anticipating the inevitable request for further investigation. "And start researching Void Station 7. I have a feeling we're about to enter a very dangerous place.